Welcome. My name is Amanda and I'm one of the school nurses. Welcome to School Nursing Service. School nurses are qualified nurses who have additional training in child health and wellbeing. They work in a team of staff nurses, nursery nurses, support workers and administrative staff. The school nursing team support children and young people from reception right up until their 19th birthday. Young people who have disabilities or additional needs can access support until they are 25 years old. The team provides advice, support and help with a range of physical and mental health problems. How to access the school nursing service. We operate a single point of access. So we'll work Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. till 5 p.m. You can call us on 01922 423349. You'll be put through to a nurse that's on duty and you will have confidential advice and support regarding any concerns that you may have. You can also text us on 07520 634 909. Now, our text service allows parents and carers to contact us anonymously, so you don't have to put your child's name unless you want to, or your name, so you can just have that confidential advice. But obviously, if we did need to speak with you a little bit more, then we would ask you if you'd be happy to give us your name or your child's name. Why are we here today? The Parent Workshop is part of your Change Your Mind programme, so you're probably aware that your child has attended a Change Your Mind programme with Queen Mary's pupils. So pupils in Year 12 and Queen Mary's Grammar School have been trained as peer educators. They are delivering lessons to your child on various topics. So we'd like to encourage parents and carers to talk to their child about what they have learnt in class. The peer educators will have given your child some tips and ideas about how they can be healthier, happier, and to stay safe. They will need your support to put these things in practice. We also know that parenting doesn't come with a handbook, and sometimes as parents and carers, we need to have some help and advice ourselves so that we can support our child. And hopefully these workshops will provide some support to you and ideas about where to go for further advice. Social media, so this is about using with caution. And your children, they would have been spoken to with the peer educators about age restrictions, how to look for the age restrictions on the games, why we have age restrictions, are they inappropriate online contents. They prevent child posting things that they later regret, so they'll give them some incidences and remove the pressure of living lives by likes, which is, now that we're in the social media world, can be quite hard, can't it? And reduce the risk of cyberbullying. So it's just giving your children some information about all the different websites that are available and things that they should look out for and why that they are there, and just really stressing the importance that these things are there to safeguard us. They'll also talk about the positives. So age appropriately, it means that we communicate with friends, Facebook, talk. They can share interest with like-minded people and keep up to date with what's going on in the world. So it's also about being cautious and understanding the cautions, but also looking at what the positives are as well. Gaming. So games have age restrictions, and again, they'll be talking about why do they think that they've got these reasons, why are they age appropriate? What could, viewing things that aren't appropriate because our brain is developing, the consequences of that. It's also talking about the lengthy amount of time that on games can lead. So it can be on the posture, the way that we're sitting, hunched over our screen, eye strain and addiction. It's knowing when that we've had enough, and young people can find that quite hard. Age-appropriate games played in moderation can be enjoyable, fun, exciting. It can increase our skills, our coordination, attention to detail, and in many games as well, it can also help with problem solving. So the digital footprint in this one, I think the children are shown lots of different photographs. In one of them, it'll be their first day at school, but what they don't realise is that you've got the house number. Another one could be walking with friends, and that can have the street number. So it's how everything that we post on the media can leave even that footprint. So it's been quite mindful about the things that we do post and blocking out any information that could be led to build a profile or a story upon us. So this is about talking to your children about protecting themselves. Delete or disable old accounts. Search the social media website for instructions. To control privacy settings and keep a private profile. If you have a private account, don't accept strangers. This is not the point of private accounts. A private account, isn't it? It's to be kept private. Do not share information about where you are or where you live. Do not post or put the names of your school in your profile. Again, we talked about that digital footprint. Use different usernames for each social media platform. And do not put personal details online, e.g. age, full name, local area. And be mindful of the digital footprint, which we've already said of others. Don't post their personal information without their permission. And if you have a public account, don't tag your friends in pictures if they do not want their pictures to be private. So it's just been reiterating all these points really to them and expressing, how important it is to keep ourselves safe in this digital world, and maybe some of the consequences against that as well. So fake news. In this one, but we have different scenarios, and then children are asked to say whether they think it's a fake news or whether it's actually real news. And a lot of accounts, fake news can seem very real, can't it? And so this is quite good to try and encourage children. Well, where did that information come from? Why do you think that that's true? So maybe just, questioning and reiterating the point that everything that we read doesn't always have to be the truth. So a trusted source is your safest option. If there's no source, search for one. So check, to see whether this news is right. And if it doesn't look right, then it probably isn't. So be careful, and I would just do the double checks to make sure. Get the whole story and not just the headline. And images as well, don't we know, but they can always be faked. So check what other people say. And just remember how false news can make us feel. So, they try to manipulate, don't they, our feelings. So if it looks too good to be true, then it probably is. So don't be the one who doesn't spot the joke. So again, it's just questioning with your children, just, there may be something in the paper that you realise is false, and then just talking to them about it, just to get them to realise that not everything we read is the real thing. So keeping your child safe. Time, always be aware of how much time that your child is spending online. Set personal limits and tracks if you keep to the limit. So for example, say to them, you can go on it, but it's for an hour. So that will mean, and then reiterate, at 3 p.m, I expect you to be off it. Or if you haven't set the time and you think they've had long enough, then always give them that warning. There's nothing worse, is there, than just to suddenly be told, off now, just 10 minutes time, we're off. It's 10 to now, I want you to be off in 10 minutes, so that they can just finish off what they're doing, and that just, stops any conflicts. Personal security, I think we've spoken about this earlier on. It's really important not to give away personal details online. This includes your name, your age, your address, town, school, or other information, contact, e.g. phone numbers or email addresses. Permission. It's really important, and this will be reiterated to them in the groups as well, that they must always ask parental permission before going online, or because we want to stop any bullying or online games. So it's really important that you know as well that those games that they're on, that they are safe for them to be on. Age ratings. So listen to the age ratings. Age ratings are there for a reason, and they are decided after careful consideration. So they're there to protect you from seeing things that your brain not be ready for or developed, to to process really. So such as the language that we use. So don't use things online or don't say things, that you wouldn't say in real life. And that's really quite important to remember. Right, getting help to talk to your child. So this is just about asking the children as well, who they think that they should go to if they think that things aren't right. So it's encouraging them to speak about it to yourselves, to teachers, to designated, you have a safeguarding leads in schools as well. And it's about letting them know as well that if they felt that they couldn't, that there are other agencies out there that they can speak to in confidential as well. We've got the child line, and we've got the care, we've got the classroom teachers, as I said before, safeguarded leads, family members. And what should they do immediately? Well, this is when we encourage them, if they feel uncomfortable, they feel they're getting a bullying, they feel that it's not right, then close it down immediately. Keep a copy of the link where they've got it from, and then come and speak to an adult. Come and speak to somebody. Do not keep it to yourself. And again, as I said, it's really important that they do report this to someone in school or to the parent, or report it on the function on the app site. And this one is really just, remember that you are the parent. You are the parent. It's very important that you stay in control. You're the one who buys you're the one that pays the phone calls, pays for the credit. You're the one that probably buys for the games as well. But it's about that time, isn't it? You don't want them to, because we spoke about before, you don't want them getting so obsessed about the games. This is your time limit. Have an hour or so on your times, but then I'd like you to come out, I'd like you to do this, I'd like you to do something different to help us. I know it's hard, but we do want them to limit the amount of times that they're on the online, so we want their brain to be stimulated in other areas as well. So it is important to set those boundaries about screen time, and it makes you feel a little bit better as well that you've got that control of what they're doing. And you can also set parental controls. And you'll find that with children as well, if they know you're going to be consistent, if they know that there isn't going to be leeway, and they know the reasons why, they will accept it. And if they say, well, my friends do this, they can go on. So, well, you can, but it's just this set time, and that's the way that it is. And you'll find that they will appreciate it once they understand the reasons. Right. So thank you ever so much for listening. Please don't forget that you can contact us for any queries regarding the health or your behaviours, your emotional health of your children. Again, it's a single point of access on 01922 423349. We've got an email address as well that as you can see above, and we've also got the parent chat health. It's been really nice speaking to you all, and please, as I say, do contact us.